Go.
Hey everyone, intern Aaron here at the Movement, and here with Dr. Paul. And one of the common questions we get here is, once I start going to a chiropractor, do I always have to go? And what would you say to that, Dr. Paul?
Well, first, it's a great question, which I get quite often. I've been doing this for 19 years, and the quick answer to that is no, you don't. But to explain that answer would be for me to also say, do you have to brush your teeth? Well, no, nobody's holding a gun to anyone's head saying you have to brush your teeth, but we do it to prevent cavities, not because we have tooth pain. And obviously other bad things that happen with not brushing your teeth. So with the spine, the importance of alignment comes with a few things. Let me talk about the first one, degeneration. Regular adjustments prevent degeneration. Your spine actually can start degenerating after only 2 weeks of that joint not being in alignment. And that creates a permanent degeneration problem where you can get bone spurs, you can get arthritis, you can get a problem where the disc, the tissue between the bones actually starts to decrease, and then it affects the nerves, okay? Another thing that can happen is it can affect something called your mechanoreceptors. These are little receptors that are in between the vertebra and the joints, and that causes a decrease in signaling or downregulation to the brain, which will affect a couple main organs, one being your adrenal glands.
Sure, so you're talking about an increase in cortisol, and then you'll have an increase in adrenaline, which would ultimately lower your immunity, right?
That's correct, yes. So your adrenals then are overly being turned on or functioning, which you can get with something called adrenal fatigue. It can also burn out receptor sites, which also would include your thyroid, because it can cause your thyroid to slow down. So what are some things that would happen if you had a low thyroid?
You would decrease your metabolism, start gaining more weight.
Right,
you would have a lot more bone loss.
Right.
And
right, and it affects bone loss as well. So just two main organs that can be affected.
Right? Fatigue.
Yep, and overall fatigue, feeling tired. So those are just two main organs that can be affected just by a loss of movement in the spine, okay? And the last few I want to talk about is your immunity. It'll affect your immune system function. They say an adjustment can increase your immune system by 200%.
Oh, wow.
And if you're on regular chiropractic care, it's as high as 400%. So that's white blood cells being increased just after being adjusted. And then the last one is longevity. They've done a lot of studies showing an increase in telomeres, which is the strands, the ends of the strands of your DNA, which have to do with our longevity. So increasing those strands and keeping those strands from being shortened and allowing you to basically live longer. Okay? So those are some great reasons why you'd want to get regular chiropractic care regardless of how you feel. Thanks for joining us.